Answer the Call is our campaign, which is basically a rallying cry to get South Africans to back the Springboks. I think we all know Springboks are a national asset, which has over many, many years managed to unite South Africans at the highest level. I think a lot of us will remember 1995, where the country really came out in millions to really back the Boks. And what we wanted to do as we're preparing for 2019, we wanted to make sure that in the same way we are galvanizing the whole public to get behind the Springboks and find unique ways, whether it's wearing a jersey, whether it's painting their house green, or any way of really supporting the Springboks.
I think it's amazing what they did, and getting the public involved, getting a young person involved that will probably. Every South African in South Africa wants to have that opportunity to become a Springbok, and I think that's what makes the Springboks there's a fact that being a Springbok makes it so special, and for the guy to become a Boza, and just be part of the team and being pulled in by the team, and you're part of the family, and you gets to experience what everybody out there will never experience except a few Springboks, so that's very special.
Yeah, so I think the team spirit at the moment is really it's in a good place. I think we've got awesome leaders like Siya Kolisi, Dwayne Vermeulen, Andre Pollard, just to name a few guys that are really have taken it upon themselves to really bring that sense of community back into the squad. That has been awesome, and I think it's really almost, if you talk about a glue in a team, that's really made that glue strong and adhesive, and I think the guys are really enjoying that at the moment.
For me, the most memorable moment for me was traveling to Cape Town and going to Robben Island with the Springboks. I see them on TV, watch them play, and it seems like they're superheroes. But when we were on that ferry heading out to the island, just sitting there having chats, them telling me about their family, how their lives are set up outside of rugby was incredible for me. Seeing Siya Kolisi standing in touching distance of me is a feeling I can't even describe. I don't think there are enough adjectives to describe that feeling. And yeah, so I feel like they're my brothers, and I'll never put as much pressure as I used to, thinking that they have to win every game. I understand the good times and the bad times, but hopefully we'll have more good times.
To see them up close, pull back the veil, and see that they're real guys and interact with them just like you would interact with a friend, that was incredibly special. Beast is a real hero of mine. He's overcome so much in his life, serious heart condition. At one stage there was talk about him being deported with residency issues. To come over that and be consistently the best loosehead prop in the world, in my opinion, for the last 5-6 seasons, makes him a real idol and a role model to me. To be there in that week when he won his 100th cap, of course the first Springbok prop to win 100 caps and just the 8th internationally to win 100 caps as a prop. That was an incredible experience.
We've got probably the biggest potential around the world in terms of what we could be. We've always been competitive. The Springboks have always been synonymous with rugby around the world. And yet, I guess we're maybe touching between 10 and 12% of our population. Once we have the ability to transform and unlock 50 million plus people loving the game, men and women alike, supporting, playing, contributing, I honestly believe it's hard to think that there's anyone that could beat us.
We're obviously in our second year of the sponsorship, going into next year. All this is aimed at getting us to 2019, basically, which is going to be the highest level at a global stage for the Springboks to perform. But what we want to achieve is that in that period, we want to make sure that with our customers, with South Africans at large, that we are really helping them to connect to the Springboks at a different level.